Just chilling with Bay.
Life is nothing, it's a nothing. Life is nothing but a fat rat race. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Graveyard Shift is a short story by Stephen King that can be found in Night Shift. And it is basically about these guys clearing out storage. They've all been hired to go there. And the main one is Hall, and his boss is Warwick. Now, Warwick's a little bitch who doesn't care about health violations or anything like that. And Hall's a little smart, so he knows there's something wrong with the amount of rats that keep appearing when they're cleaning out the place. And Stephen King is pretty good at making it clear that these rats are not normal rats. These are fucking nasty-ass rats. They're huge, and although it's a short story, as it progresses, we gradually realize these rats are even more terrifying than we thought. He keeps citing the phrase, rats with wings? So if you're not a fan of rodents, this probably is not going to change your mind. Now, it's the first Stephen King short story that I can recall reading, and I found it pretty entertaining. It really feels like the first part, like the intro to a book, more than a short story. Like, I feel like it should be going somewhere else, except for the last few pages, because I get what Stephen King does by writing short stories. He's trying to ensure the concept is not lost through all this buffering and diluted, mainly. He doesn't want the concept to get diluted. But the problem is that when you're so focused on the concept, you kind of lose character motivation almost. I don't want to spoil it because it is actually kind of fun to read. But Hall, he kind of just starts out as a normal guy, and then there's some weird, like, dislike between him and Warwick. But then in the final, maybe page and a half, it goes fucking balls to the wall insane. Like, it doesn't seem like what we've learned from this character so far. So I feel like, I wouldn't say this needs to be a longer story, but maybe a little more filler, or just a little more about the characters, because the concept is great about what these rats really are and what they are becoming, but the character makes some pretty weird choices and kind of goes crazy within the span of like a page. So I would say it would be great. I'm gonna read some more of these. Hopefully next I'll be reading Children of the Corn, and I know in the movie they probably had to buffer it out, but I'll be interested to see if the book has as much thickness to it as the movie does, or if it's really a concept-based horror story as well. So I'll see you next time when I look at Children of the Corn. I have seen some of those movies and they are a riot, so I can only hope the book Isaac lives up to the movie Isaac, the greatest character of all horror time.